You're watching KARE 11 News in high definition.
Got wine? Well, spirits will be high next weekend at the 15th annual Twin Cities Food and Wine Experience. More than 200 exhibitors will be on hand from Minneapolis Convention Center to toast 15 fabulous years now of food and winning wines. And Andrew Putz is the editor of the Minnesota Monthly, and we welcome you. Thank you for being here, Andrew.
Thanks for having us.
Very much appreciative having you here, and you are here to talk about pairing great wines with food, and this is an art form, really. It is for those that are uninitiated. I would imagine it's pretty hard.
Well, and I think I think wine is a lot of times intimidating for a lot of people just because it's a different vocabulary. You know, they don't, they want to make the right choices, but often they just feel like, there's too much information out there for them to even sort of swallow everything. So, we're here to help if we can.
And then there really is. It seems like the deeper you get into wine, I mean, you can go really deep,
yeah.
Right? I mean, it's a pretty complex
No,
deal.
it's a whole subculture.
Yeah.
People are obviously very into it, and with good reason. I mean, who doesn't love a great bottle of wine?
Yeah.
And obviously a great bottle of wine with a great meal is, one of those things that even in today's economy, right? It's sort of a
Absolutely.
simple pleasure that doesn't have to cost too much.
Yeah, it doesn't. And what you did with Minnesota Monthly is put together a best of list, and we'll tap on this in a second. But first of all, tell me about this food and wine experience. 15 years now, things are going great. 15
years. We keep changing and adding things. This year, as you mentioned, there's over 200 vendors, so it'll be Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is sold out, but there's still tickets available for Sunday.
Plenty on Sunday.
Plenty on Sunday. There's also an event we added last year called the Macy's Gourmet Gathering, and it's 4 floors. It's wine, it's food, there's cooking demonstrations, and that's on Thursday.
Oh, wow, okay,
yeah.
Leading up to the event.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's terrific.
So yeah, every year it's a little bit different, and it's a great event, and people should really come out.
And I know there's a lot of chefs on hand, and you can pick their brains, and they'll give you their expertise, and it really is fabulous in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. We try and bring in local chefs, and this year actually we're doing a local chef challenge, which is going to be like Iron Chef.
Right.
And local chefs will pair off against each other, and go all the way down to a final match between two local chefs.
I saw it. It's like a bracket. It's like a tournament.
March Madness.
Right. It's great. It's great. And they're on the clock, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's a good spectator sport.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be, it's not just walking around and sampling some of these great wines and food. I mean, there's there's a lot to see and do. There's a lot of different kind of vendors. So there's sort of you're guaranteed you're not going to be bored.
Right. And you can sample the product as well as part of your job. You have to taste all these wines. That's tough, isn't it,
I wish
Andrew?
that were my only job.
Right. I know
yeah.
you have a lot more duties than that. But tell us about this best of list and what you were able to come up with.
Well, basically, the magazine put together a group of local wine experts a couple weeks ago, and then we have 14 categories of best ofs, and then there's also a whole separate best values.
Okay.
So these are some of the winners that they went through and named, and then these will all be available at the Food and Wine Show. So everybody will be able to sample these.
Right. Best of Chardonnay, best of Zin, best of Cabs.
All that stuff. And there's more obviously that are here, but it's import wines. But yeah, every kind of wine you can imagine will be there.
Very good. And then you'll help us out in pairing it all, and it's all in Minnesota Monthly, right?
Well, the magazine is the sponsor of the Food and Wine Show, and then also the program is in the magazine.
Very good.
So if you want to know what's going on there, you can pick up the magazine.
Or just come out next weekend, right? That's the bottom line. Well, thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. The 15th Annual Food and Wine Experience is next weekend at the Minneapolis Convention Center, Saturday, February 28th. It's already sold out, as he mentioned. However, there are plenty of tickets left for that Sunday, March 1st. The hours are from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are $65 in advance, $70 at the door. For more info, just go to KARE11.com and click on the Saturday show page.